Regardless of how you feel about him as a media personality, Tucker Carlson has basic transportation nailed. His daily driver is a low-tech, manual transmission, two-wheel drive 1987 Chevy Silverado short bed. During the late 70s, 80s, and early 90s, vehicle specifications, standards, and build quality in general had one thing in common for many U.S. and some foreign manufacturers like Mercedes-Benz. They were built to last. Not built to last 100,000 miles, just built to last as long as possible. Longevity and reliability were the priority back then and must be for your future transportation needs. If you're going to buy something for local, practical, no-frills transportation, buy a late 1980s Chevy pickup truck, preferably with a stock 350, manual transmission, 4-barrel carburetor, two-wheel drive, and short or long bed. Four-wheel drive is okay, but understand there are many more moving parts and complexity. There are many other makes and models of that vintage which would probably do just fine, but Chevrolet alone manufactured on average more than 500,000 pickup trucks per year during the 80s. Where's your blind spot? Almost one reason and one reason alone: availability of spare parts. That generation of trucks is one of the most widely used, aftermarketed, simple, and reliable ever built. You don't have to go far to see what I'm talking about. Look at Cuba and the cars they're still driving today, which they've driven since the early 1960s. Getting back to the Chevy truck. Yeah, I know they're not perfect, but they definitely fit the bill. We could immerse ourselves in the which manufacturer is better debate, but why? For sake of resiliency and sustainability, if any of you can make something different work for you on a local or regional basis, go for it. After all, Ford did manufacture a comparable number of pickup trucks during that time period. In fact, the Ford 351 Windsor is one of my favorite engines. Similar to the Chevy 350, it was one of the most widely used in the USA. As the realities of the real supply chain crisis hit home over the next few years, it will sink in that we over-outsourced our manufacturing overseas, and demand will shift from relying on imports to salvage and reuse. Why a pickup truck? Fresh gasoline, as discussed in the next chapter on electricity and fuel, will become a highly valuable resource, which means you're going to use it sparingly and load every vehicle to the max with people or materials when you make a trip to town to get maximum value out of the fuel you're consuming. You can't do that as efficiently or quickly with a 2-door or 4-door sedan. That said, any reliable mass-produced vehicle you can get spare parts for is going to be just fine for your general local transportation needs. 80s through early 2000s vintage Toyota Camrys, Toyota Corollas, Honda Civics, Honda Accords, Toyota Tacomas, Toyota 4Runners, Toyota Land Cruisers, Honda CR-Vs, Jeep Wranglers, Ford Broncos, Ford Mustangs, Chevy Caprice Classics, and others come to mind.